What is up, guys? I am back with some more electric truck news. So climb on board for Chevy's new $30,000 electric truck. Let's take a look. That is correct. According to Automotive News, GM has presented a design study for a compact electric truck. Think the Ford Maverick here. Now, if you're not familiar with the Ford Maverick, it is just blowing up in popularity. It uses the same base as the new Bronco Sport, as a Ford Escape. So think mid semi-larger SUV, but with a bed, making it very attractive to people who don't maybe need to do hardcore work but need extra storage. I like to think of myself as a great example. I haul bikes around a lot. I own an e-bike store, so I'm moving things around, but I'm not doing hard labor where I need a full-size pickup. So I need something that could fit my family like an SUV, but also a bed wouldn't hurt for when I'm really loading up and trying to get stuff moved or things done. So I'm not alone here, and it's proven that in the numbers. Right now, if you try to get one of these Ford Mavericks, it's very hard. Now, there's only one other competitor right now, too, and that is the Hyundai Santa Cruz, which is a maybe not as popular to the traditional buyer, just because it's really, they took a swing on the design. Now, I think it's pretty great, but it's also a little more expensive. To wrap this all up, the Maverick is just crushing it right now, because of those two things. Three, if I really had to dive in, is there's a hybrid version. So people really are attractive to the gas savings, because it's the one thing that trucks can't do well is save you money on gas. However, the Maverick has this ability to get 40 plus miles per gallon if you go with the hybrid model. So that's one big thing. Two is the price point. You could get it fully loaded for under $30,000. It starts at like $22K. So for a brand new truck, that's a pretty attractive price point. And then finally, like I said earlier, the size is just really intriguing people who maybe never considered a truck before. I mean, if you're new to trucks, I could speak from example. The swap from a mid-size SUV to a full-size pickup truck, especially in parking lots, it's a bit different. It's something you got to get used to. So all that said, Chevy, the whole reason we're making this video, might be onto something with this fully electric. We'll call it a very much, if you're looking at the design on the screen right now, it's almost an exact cross between the Maverick and that Santa Cruz I showed you. It's got a little bit of a futuristic design. I almost want to say it just looks like a nicer looking Honda Ridgeline maybe. But I think the design looks great. There is actual promise. I make a lot of videos on, overseas. These are very popular. There's so like radar, and other ones are slipping my mind. Even Volkswagen's working on a couple of these very small electric trucks. But they're all overseas, and they're a while away. Whereas this one could be the first one we see, unless Ford out of nowhere can electrify the Maverick and really get the competition. So even if those two are on the market, that'd be pretty fantastic, because when you think about the downside of an electric full-size truck like the Lightning and all the other competition that's coming in now, is they got a lot of work to do, which is going to really drain the battery a lot faster. Whereas these mid-size, not having to work so hard SUV trucks can take advantage of something like a 300 plus mile range at a base starting point. So they're going to be really attractive. Consumers are going to see these and really like it. In fact, I'd love your opinion just based on these initial thoughts. What are your thoughts? Would you go with something like this? I am all in. I would, if this was on the market today, I would trade in my Tesla like that, just because I truly think it checks every box. It's what I've been looking for this whole time. I need something big-ish, big-ish to fit what I do for my side jobs and stuff, and then I need to be able to, take my family places. And something like this would definitely do that. And I have a feeling a lot of you are looking for something close to that too, which is why we all got sucked into the Lightning. It seemed perfect. And then obviously I've run an electric YouTube channel, so that's a big plus for me too. That's what I'm ultimately looking for. Now, what else do we know about this thing? It is supposed to have a 4.5-foot bed, similar to the Maverick. Like, obviously, if you are, I keep saying like a hardcore work truck guy, but you know what I mean. If you're using this for real life things, it's probably not going to fit your needs that well. But your average Joe is going to really like this. It could fit a bunch of mountain bikes. It could fit, if you're even just doing like small landscaping, you could load up mulch in the back. You could, you can do a lot with this outside of, towing and some more heavy truck things that, you end up doing with a full-size truck. So we should talk timeline. I know I'm very excited about this. I'm leaning into it. But remember, we are still in it's a design research stage. So I guess there's still a chance it could be scrapped, but it won't be. I mean, you just look at the popularity of any electric truck. This is something that could directly compete with Rivian, which I think most people agree, if they weren't so hard or like a long wait list and so expensive, everyone would be going with a Rivian right now. It's just they're expensive and they take forever to get here. So something like this that, if it was, let's say it was coming out next year and you could, put your reservation in and wait and get one, and, it's not more than a year wait or whatever, and it was really only 30,000, let's say 50,000 fully loaded, boom, market hit. Everyone would love it. I know they would. So I really am excited to see this. And it's really what it all comes down to is when they can get it, because there's rumors in the mills that a lot of people are working on this. Toyota, Nissan even. I'm trying to think of the other ones that actually have some traction. There's a lot of rumors about the electrified Maverick itself. If Volkswagen could move theirs here, Volvo could move theirs here like that, and they would be hit. So it's really a matter of if GM takes this seriously, runs with it, and gets it to the market within the next 2 years, it's going to be a hit. And not even like the most attractive thing of this is like a $30,000 price tag, right? But like I was saying, even anything under 50 that checks all of those boxes for me is I'm all about it. Now, the final thing I'll talk about is what to keep an eye out for, because obviously we're not going to see these for a year or two, but plug-in hybrids of like the Maverick, for instance, and these mid-size like Hyundai, I could very well see they've got a decent amount of plug-in hybrids on the market. I could see them doing that to the Santa Cruz. So I would keep an eye out on the Maverick and the Santa Cruz to go plug-in hybrid maybe before they go fully electric. And I think that's great. If you haven't seen my latest car review, I did a Lexus NX. It was my first time getting like a lot of time behind the wheel and living with a plug-in hybrid. I love them. I really think they're onto something, because I'll just reference this Lexus I had. It had about, I think, 30 miles of range fully electric. Now, when you think that, you don't get the full like Tesla experience. You're not going to 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds or 2 seconds or whatever. So you're not getting that torquey craziness that you do in an electric vehicle, but you're getting fuel efficiency. And if you are just like running to the grocery store, picking the kids up from school, doing things here and there, you could buy a plug-in hybrid and never have to fill it up with gas, which is just crazy and awesome. But 30 miles, you hit that sooner than you think, and that's in perfect condition, so it's probably closer to 20. But even if you switch it into the hybrid mode, where it's just switching over to electric at low speeds and when it's more efficient, and using gas when it makes more sense, well, then you're just going to get like 40 to 50 miles of 40 to 50 miles of MPG. So it's a win-win-win-win-win in my book. And when these are surely to be announced, there was even some rumor photos floating around when they were testing the plug-in hybrid Maverick. So I think we'll see those soon. Fingers crossed. I'd jump on them. Honestly, I really think they're smart, especially if you're looking for an economic do-it-all vehicle. A plug-in hybrid Maverick, Santa Cruz, or even this new Chevy, it's just perfect, in my opinion. And I know I talk about this a lot, and you're probably sick of me mentioning how much I'd love to see it, but Oh, I can't wait. I think it's awesome. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and I miss you all. I feel like it's been a while since I made some videos, but I'm back, baby. Okay. Oh, you know what? One last thing. It is my birthday, and it's okay that you didn't get me anything. But maybe if you're not subscribed and you would like to be subscribed, hey, I'd appreciate you clicking that button. Or maybe share my videos with a friend. Doesn't have to be this one. Maybe your favorite thing I've done. Or just, leave me a nice comment. Make me smile today. I'd appreciate it. Okay, guys. Now I'm gone. Bye.